Right, good afternoon. Something completely different for me once again. I was in the game shop this morning looking for some other things, picking up some paints and some putty, and this caught my eye. Warhammer 40,000, the Recruit Edition starter set. 10% off the recommended retail price of £29.25, so I've just paid under £30 for this. Now, I've always admired Warhammer and Games Workshop figures, but never owned any, never bought any. But I love the look of this box. The artwork took my eye straight away. A Space Marine, who doesn't love a Space Marine? Painting up a Space Marine, and these are called Necrons, and they basically look like a metal skeleton. So I don't quite know what that's all about, but I like the look of them, and I like the colour. It's bronze. Yeah, I like it. So I'll just have a look at the back of the box. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can. Let's just look at these figures for starters. So you've got, I'll have to come round to read it, a Space Marine Primaris Lieutenant. Well, what the guy in the shop told me is that Primaris is the new 9th edition type Space Marine. Apparently they're a bit bigger than what's gone before, slightly larger scale. I have no idea if they are or not, but everything what's got Primaris on it means it's the bigger scale, which I suppose if you're just starting out, that's what you want. You want everything to match. And then we've got this Necron's Royal Warden. Again, he's all in this brass, and he's got this like green light going on and in his weapon thing. Yeah, I like the look of him. So the box contains, we've got a recruit manual, a terrain piece, that's part of the bolt, this bit, you can't see, I'll show you in a minute. Reference sheets, a play mat, which is just paper. It's 10 6-sided dice, 2 range rulers, and some Space Marines transfer sheets. And miniatures themselves, you get 20, and I'm told that for everything in this box, paying what, 29, just under 30 quid, it's pretty damn good value for Games Workshop. So I've got, for the Space Marines, we've got 1 Primaris Lieutenant and 5 Assault Intercessors, which are the grumps, I suppose, your average troops. And the Necrons, we've got a Royal Warden, 10 Necron Warriors, and 3 Canoptic Scarab Swarms, which look like big beetles. So I'll lift you up to see here. You can see the Necrons. These are these beetle things. They come on stands and you put them on a base. And then we've got our Space Warriors, our Space Marines rather. The 2 leaders are sat on the top of that piece of terrain, which is this box, or the inside of this box is simply turned upside down, which is a neat way of giving you a piece of terrain. So right, let me come back out a little bit and we'll have a look what's in here, because I haven't opened it yet. It wasn't in shrink. I don't know why. Maybe they don't put them in shrink. But it wasn't in shrink, so we'll see what's in it. It's in a box, inside a box. Yeah, and we can see around the edges there, this is what the terrain piece is. So what do we get? I mean, lots of bases. Decent enough. Standard white dice, not fancy there. Pretty lightweight, flimsy things, but they'll do the job. Now, I'm best going to show this. Let's move it up the way and put this down, because I know if I hold it, it'll just be wobbling all the time as I shake it. So here we've got, I've got a bloody clue, what have we got? It looks like a Space Marine, yeah it is. It's a Space Marine sprue. There's all sorts of legs, there's upper bodies there, there's backs, there's arms, with, come back out again so you can see properly, with these big guns and the swords, well chainsaws aren't they, not real swords, helmets, heads. So yeah, that looks okay. Always fancied building and painting some Space Marines. So let's put that to one side. Got two smaller sprues here. So I'm guessing, this is obviously the Space Marine leader, and this must be the Necron leader. He's got a big ass shield here with skulls on it, which it's Games Workshop, so there will be skulls on it, won't there? Yep, there's the body of him, and that body very slim. You have to be a bit careful when you're messing about putting them together, because that's really thin. Right, anyway, so that's your leaders, and then this sprue, it's a double sprue, so I think it's identical. No, it's not. So let's look at this half first. We've got, yeah, it's all Necrons with all the weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't know. There'll be another one somewhere. And then there's scarab thing. Can I put my hand underneath so you can see it? They're all on one. Where is it? They're all on one piece. You turn it over. It's got these pegs, and they press into the base so that they stay together. They look like that in a big swarm, which looks pretty good. Yeah. So there's not too many figures. We've got a map, well it's actually a paper map. Let's have a look. Let's see what it's like. Let's make it one side. So we've got a red, two-sided, that's good. We've got a red, let's look at the black one side. We've got a black planet side. And got a bit flat. Let me just come back a bit. It's reasonable size. Well, it's 8 times the size of the box. It's got letters on it. It's got all sorts of terrain, bits of broken buildings, and all sorts of stuff. Barrels, people's arms, bits of guns, chevrons off Space Marines. There's everything on it. So that's all right. It's like a gravelly surface. And on the other side, we've got a red planet. And this one looks to have like ruins laid down, or there won't be ruins laid down, but I wonder if it's like a graveyard with these oh, you can't see, can you? Zoom in a bit. There. I wonder if these are like sarcophaguses under the ground, and I don't know. And then we've got some buried crates or something. Further down here, it looks like it's steel sheeting. At one time was the floor of some building or other with bits of machinery and stuff. And over here in this corner we've got pipework. So, and again, more water, obviously somewhere to walk, some sort of. So that's not bad. That's not bad. It's not huge, but you know, it's a paper map. It'll do. I suppose it's plenty big enough for the number of figures I've got. But those of you who were paying attention will notice that I've got my desert map on here, which is my full 64 desert map, because I thought, well, these bases, I'm going to texture them, put some texture paint on them, and then paint them this colour, so they'll match this, rather than the red or the grey there, because I'm going to play it, and You never know, I probably will. And if I do expand to bigger battles, then I want the bases to match this, because this is where they'll be fought along this desert map. So that's why this is here. Now what else have we got in the book? Right, we've got a Warhammer recruit manual. I'll come to that in a minute. We've got a flyer for a book, Warhammer book, bit of artwork, yeah, okay. We've got, these are neat, natty, a couple of measuring sticks, plastic, but alright, fair enough. Looks as if they're measured in inches, so we've got two 12-inch plastic see-through rulers. That's quite nice, although I'll probably use a tape measure, but even so, it's not good of them to gear that. Nice to have them. And finally, in the box, when I can get it out, is some Space Marine transfers with various bits, pieces, Roman numerals. I'll have to look up and see what all this means. I can see the chevrons there for the what do you call them? The ultramarines, the ones in blue. I quite like the blue ones, so I'll probably go for ultramarines with blue. So that's that. And then of course we've got this box, which come out with it. It's got a good top. Looks like, you know, your metal flooring, there's grills and all sorts of stuff. And all around the outside, there's metal hatches, iconography. Yeah, that's alright. I mean, that's a clever way of giving you a nice big chunk of terrain for your table. So yeah, I'm impressed with that. Right, let's have a look at this recruit manual. Now I know this is nowhere near the full book. I'm going to have to get a sharp knife to get into this. I know this is nowhere near the full rule book, because the full rule book's a lot bigger than this, but this is enough to give you the basics, I think, to get you started in the game, so that's good enough for me for now. Let's get this plastic off. Should have done, well, I did a bit hard, it was going to be like this, so that's why I didn't. Right, so what's here? Oh, well, okay, this looks good. Something else what I think is very clever, or very useful. We've got like cards, what each one does, so it's got all of the stats on, so our Primaris Lieutenant, our Assault Intercessor Squad, artwork on the back, lovely stuff, really is nice. And I do like that blue and I do like that bronze of those Necrons. Definitely going to do them two colours, I think. Yeah, I do like that. And then here we've got the Royal Warden and we've got the Necron Warriors, their stats. And on the back, there's the boys advancing. Seems to have a couple of different types of gun. He's got a double barrel baby, there was a couple of them. And some have got single ones, but oh, and there's the scarabs on the base. So yeah, I like that. That's a nice little addition as well. And then we've got this Warhammer Recruit Manual. It's not very thick. It's 66 including the covers. Let me try to get out of the way so you can see, but I'm not docking and kicking the blooming tripod. Can you see that? More or less, can you? So the Warhammer 40k hobby, collecting, which of course I want you to do. All these lovely colours, that's nice as well, the yellow and the blue. More different colours down here which I like. I'm going to make a decision. Well, I've got enough of my paints. Yeah, gaming, yeah. Narrative play, sounds interesting. Look at that terrain, lovely. I like that. Let me just, rather than try and get in a bit more. I'm rubbish at camera work, you'll have to excuse me. a galaxy at war. The Imperium, which is the big ass map there of the star systems with them all named and what's going on. There's a key there. The Arisen Ancients, Angels of Death, the Silent Kingdom, the Pariah Crusade, Forging Heroes. Start playing A Call to War. So here's the rules. Oh, a guide to building your Marines and your Necrons, etc. The alternative weapons, so that you can fit them out with a different weapon load. That's good. There's plenty of instructions here. Plenty of painted figure guides. Everything's... it's all snap fit as well. Well, whether or not it is another matter. But it's supposed to be all snap fit, but I reckon a bit of glue might be needed. So there's loads of examples of how to build these things, and your scarabs go on a rock, which then goes onto one of the bases, so they're slightly above ground, so they'll look good, especially on a base of the colour of this mat. So first course, I've got some missions and a bit of a playthrough. How to build a Primaris Lieutenant, so he's different again. Gathering your troops for mission 2, and it's walking you through. It's a basic introduction to it. There's just a few rules that you're going to need. There we've got Ultramarine Force, we've got a cannon here, we've got motorbikes, like an armoured car thing there, wheeled armoured car thing, and plenty of other troops. God knows what this is at the back, glowing away. And then we've got some other artwork. Lovely stuff. I mean, you can't help but be inspired by some of this. You've got this yellow stuff, you've got the Ultramarines blue there, you've got this white, who's these? White scars. You've got green ones are Salamander's Chapter, and we've got Blood Angels in red. I should have known that, shouldn't I, in red. Gene Stealer. So, loads of lovely artwork. You can't knock Graham's Workshop. I'm not making things look bloody good. You can see how they can entice the young ones in, can't you? Photographs like they've got me in an I'm 67-year-old git. And then next steps, what do you buy next? The Heavy Destroyer, the Canoptic Doomstoker. Yeah, that looks a bit grim. An Invader, a Fire Strike Servo turret. Right, and then books, the core rule book, and then here we've got the Codex, Space Marines and Necrons, if you really get into it. And again, you've got the stats again. Oh no, this is the stats for a couple of the ones I've picked out. The Fire Strike, the Invader, the Canoptic, and the Locust, just to tempt you, isn't it? You think, oh, 7 power, oh, I want one of them babies. And that's it. So that's what you get. That's what you get in the box. Now, I reckon for, what did I say I paid? It's on there. £29.25. I don't think that's bad for £29.25. A rule book, the stickers, the data sheets, dice, bases, and did I say about 20 figures? Something like that. Transfers, even something to use for terrain, and a mat to put a play on. I reckon for £29.95 or £75, what the hell it was, £29.25, that was a bargain. And at Games Workshop prices, I'm pretty sure it is a bargain. So, what I shall do is I shall break a few of them off the sprue. Well, I won't break them off, but you know what I mean. And clean them up, prime them, and have a go at painting them, see what they look like. And who knows, maybe I'll be a Warhammer 40k convert. But I just couldn't let it pass. I love that artwork on the front of the box. I still do. I still think it draws the eye. Anyway, it's on the front of the rule book as well, isn't it? It's just very similar. It just grabs you. As soon as I saw it, it was stuck there on the shelf. I thought, whoa, what's that? Even though I knew it was Warhammer, I thought, wow, I do like that. And I've always fancied painting Space Marines. I wasn't sure about enemies for them, but these Necrons look alright, these metal skeleton things. They'll do for me. So anyway, that's what I've done. So, you know, you can't trust me when I go out shopping. I went out just to get some putty and a couple of paints, and I come back with this as well. But there you go, that's me. Right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.